rotated, but in all actuality, it hasn't been rotated. And the images inside of the template, that's what I'm doing. I'm rotating the images inside of the template, not the actual template itself. So I am just trying to get out of my internet so that I don't have a delay with my voice and my audio, because that's super annoying, or my video and my audio, because that's super annoying. So if you are here live with me, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that. And I started this and then had to stop it because I didn't have audio earlier. See, like I said, there's always something. But I am excited to be able to show this to you today, and I'm actually going to be showing you on my iPad. But first, let's check in and see. We have a few people here, so thank you so much for being here. And if I can figure out how to see you in your comments, do me a favor, please, and just go ahead and like this post down there, or send me some hearts on it so that I know you're here and can see you're here, and other people that are jumping on will see it as well. Since I wasn't able to get this streaming into the actual event that I had scheduled earlier today, I guess I need to do more practice or something to figure out how to do that, but we'll get there. I'll get there eventually. So this live stuff is super, super stressful, and like I said, it never goes right. I'm so glad that my podcast is recorded and not live, because yeah, I'm plagued with technical difficulties. I've said before on Instagram that if there is a bug to be found, I am a pro at finding those bugs. So thank you all so much for being here. If you want to post just really quick where you're from, that would be great, and then I'll know that I can see comments too. That would be super helpful to me. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on this tutorial. A couple of things that I want to note is that the first part that I'll be doing, I am doing it on my iPad. However, it's the same for Android. It's exactly the same for Android and iOS. Later on, I'll be showing you how to do this with the Project Life cards, and that only works on iOS. It does not work to rotate the Project Life cards yet inside of the Android app. So that's just one little difference. And I am showing you this on my iPad Pro because the other day I upgraded to iOS 11 on my demo device that I use, my recording device that I use. And I know better than that. I had the beta 11 on my recording device, and it worked great. I tested everything out. Everything was fabulous. And then I wanted to test something new, and so I needed to upgrade to iOS 11 in order to make sure that I had all of the features. I wanted to check out that new photo format, the saving space photo. I think it's HEIRF or something like that. HEIF, something like that. I can't remember. They need to come up with a better term, I think, for that. But anyway, I wanted to test that, and I needed to upgrade to iOS 11 to make sure that I had the same features as everyone else that was using iOS 11. That made it so that my phone would not work with my live streaming software. So I spent an hour this morning trying to troubleshoot it and figure it out, and just to realize that that's probably what my problem was the whole time, is that I upgraded to iOS 11. But let's go ahead and get started here. You can see I'm already in the Project Life app, and I am going to go ahead and select the template that I want by tapping on the teal quadrant right there, and then I'm going to tap on the grid or the squares in the upper left hand corner so that I can select a different template. And I'm going to go through and find that template that I had earlier with the big photo right here. And I like to have my corners squared off, and so I'm going to go ahead and square those off here as well, which is good. It's just personal preference. It has nothing to do with anything other than personal preference. So, oh, you can hear me talking now. Yay, I can see your comments. Thank you so much for being here, Kathy. And thank you so much, Brittany, for being here from Chicago. Appreciate that. And Kathy is from Indianapolis. And then we also have Kelly from Albuquerque. And Jill from Ohio. Hey, we have lots of people from Ohio, it looks like here. And then also Anne from Columbia, South Carolina. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I appreciate that. And once again, just in case you're just coming on, go ahead and like this post for me or send me some hearts. It helps me to know that you're all here. I really appreciate that. We have someone here, Teresa from Idaho. Hey, I used to live in Idaho. Thanks for joining us. And okay, we're going to go ahead and jump back over to our template and get going on this, or finish going on this page that we're working on. So the first thing that I'm going to do, and I kind of figure out what I want my big photo to be, and I know that this is going to effectively be turned 180 degrees. And so it can kind of be tricky to get your brain to think that way, at least for me. I'm sure that there are a lot of other people that have a much easier time getting their brain to work this way than I do. But it was really difficult for me to be able to imagine how to make this happen. So we're just going to tap on a photo square, and I'm going to go into my photos. And I didn't have time to set these photos aside. So now you get to see my messy working camera roll. I've started doing all of my pages on my iPad Pro, which I really love. Let's go ahead and see if I did favorite these earlier. But I love doing my pages on this iPad Pro. Yeah, I did not favorite them earlier. Like I said, I had to switch devices at the very last minute here. And so hopefully I've got my photos still on here that I used. Or if I don't, I'll have to hurry and airdrop them real quick, which it looks like I'm going to need to do. Nope, they're there, right there. Okay, so here is my first photo that I have in that big spot on the page. And after I add it, I'm going to tap on the photo and then tap on these photo editing icon, I guess is what it is, and then tap on rotate. And I'm going to rotate that until it's upside down. And then we'll go into our next photo spot. And let's see, right here in this spot, I had the airplane, the picture of the wings on the airplane. So it goes right there. And then we just do the same exact thing and tap on the photo editing icon and then this rotate icon and rotate it until it's upside down in our view right here. And then tap on it to zoom back out, and then we can tap on the zoom out to see the whole page if that's what we need to do. And so then the next thing, we just keep doing this over and over again until we have everything in the right place and where we want it to be. I'm going to add another card, and these are journal cards. They're Project Mouse journal cards by Krista Celine and British Designs, and you can find them at the-lilypad.com in Krista Celine's store, which is called Celine's Studio, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I just go there automatically. I don't always, you know how when you're driving on automatic? That's what I do when I'm shopping. I shop on automatic. So I believe that we had this card right there. And so we'll go in and tap on the editing icon again and rotate it until it's upside down. And then go in and add the next one by tapping on photo each time. Because even though these are cards, they're actually act as photos because I bought them outside of the app and brought them in. And so then we'll zoom out again. And just remember these are the exact same steps that you'll take if you're on Android. And if you have questions as I'm working on this, go ahead and pop them in there in the comments and I will answer them. I'm watching in there to see if there are questions that come up. And so then the next photo over here is a photo of my kiddos on the plane. See, we sit them together and then my husband and I sit away from them. It's kind of nice. It works out well. And then we'll zoom out. And then the last image that we're going to add is another card, I believe. And I might have put one of those cards in the wrong spot. Nope, I didn't. Okay, here we go. So you can see, let me zoom out so that you can see how this looks. There's that card in the upper left-hand corner that is the correct direction, as it automatically defaults in the app. And then I'm just going to once again go ahead and tap on that image, tap on the editing icon, and then tap on rotate down here in the bottom until it is rotated 180 degrees and upside down. Okay, now I will show you how to do this with Project Life Cards. You can do this on iOS only with Project Life Cards, but only cards that don't have room for title or journaling. If they have room for a title or journaling, then you cannot rotate them. So if I want to add a card right here, I'm just tapping on that spot. I'll tap on the journaling icon, and then I'm going to figure out what I want to add, but I'm just going to kind of pick anything because it doesn't matter right now. But I want to have something that you can tell has been rotated, which none of these you'll be able to tell. So let's go out and find a different one. Go to the strawberry edition. Let's find something with a little bit of writing on it, maybe. Okay, we are going to select this one right here. Good things come to those that wait. It does not make sense with my page that much, and it doesn't coordinate, but you get the idea. We'll exit out of that, and then look right there in the upper left-hand corner, we have the rotate icon. And we can go ahead and just rotate that until it is upside down and it's set to go. And we can just keep doing that as well with the Project Life Cards over and over again, just like we did the photos. And you could easily turn this page so that it was just 90 degrees by just rotating the pictures 90 degrees as well. Let me go ahead and zoom in so that you can see that those are upside down. And then I'm going to go ahead and export this. So we'll tap on the export and we'll export it as a 12 by 12. I always export it as a 12 by 12. Even if I'm going to print smaller, I generally do not print 12 by 12. But if you export 12 by 12, then you can always print 10 by 10, 8 by 8, but if you export just 8 by 8, you can only print 8 by 8. You can't change your mind and decide to print 10 by 10 later on, which 10 by 10 is my favorite size. We're going to save this image, and then I'll show you what I do once I get it into the photos. I select this, cancel, sorry. I just pull this up and then we edit this image as well. And then down in the bottom, on the bottom, you can see that rotate and crop. And then we just tap that. Oh, sorry, on the left-hand corner, we'll tap that rotate icon until we get it rotated the right direction. Tap done. And there we have our page. And it's finished and it's the right direction now. But we get to have that big photo on the top or on the bottom instead of on the top, which I love. I love being able to have a little bit of a title and some other details on top and then one big photo on the bottom. Let me look and see if you have any questions. And if you do, just go ahead and type them in there. And, oh, Julie, I'm so sorry that you're confused. I can go through it again. If this is something that you guys want me to go through again, just add a comment down there and say, yes, I would love to see it again. And I'd be happy to go through it all again and show you. And I can do it a little bit slower if you need me to. But give me some thumbs up or hearts or something to let me know if you're understanding this. I would love to hear if you're understanding all of this. Okay, and Natalie is saying, this is genius. If you want to watch the actual layout on your phone, you can lock your orientation and then rotate your phone. Just a tip. That's a great idea. So let me show you how to lock the orientation really quick. Let me get back to my screen. Great tip. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So if you want to lock the orientation, swipe up from the bottom, I believe is how you do it. Oh yeah, and it's right here. This lock icon. And then we can go into the Project Life app, and we should be able to turn it without it turning at all. So let me, ooh, that freaked that out a lot. So let me go back here so that you guys can see me. So I locked it, just like I said, and then you can see right here, this is my iPad Pro that I love. And so it's upside down. I locked that rotation, and I turn it, but so now I can turn it upside down. Sorry, this is mirrored funny, and it's hard for me to figure out which way to go. So now my iPad is upside down, but I can work on it in the correct direction so that I can get everything going the right way, which is probably a better and easier way to work on it so that things aren't looking upside down to you. That's a great suggestion. Thank you for that. Okay, so let me look over here and see what else we've got from people. Aubrey, what question did you have? If you want to type, okay, yeah, you can't type journaling and have it upside down in the app. You have to actually take it out, export it, and then take it into another app to do the journaling. That's really the only way to be able to do the journaling on the Project Life cards, because you can't rotate the cards with journaling on them. Any of the cards that have type spaces, you actually don't get the rotate option or feature in the Project Life app. So I'm looking at my iPhone, which I have right over here, to see what you guys are saying. Do you guys want me to go through it one more time? You'd love to see it again. Okay, a couple of you have said that you would love to see it again. Yeah, let me go ahead and... Okay, Julie, I showed that too. It goes into the photos. Just, I export it, and so then it goes into the Photos app. Yep, here we go. It's showing up now. I don't know why it's getting all pixelated on me when I do that, but okay, so then it shows up in the Photos app right here in the camera roll. Right down here. And then that's when I rotated it. But let's go through it one more time. I don't mind doing that at all. Let's make another page, shall we? Okay, I'm going to go over so that you can see just my iPad on its own. And we're going to start with a new page. Go and tap on that teal quadrant in the upper left. And Robin is saying, nice new way to use these templates. Yes, it is. I love this because we can get a lot more use out of these templates for sure. And then Brittany has a suggestion. She's saying you could make it as a collage in the Project Life app, export as a photo, and then bring it back into your layout so the font is the same. Yes, you could. And I think I did that one time. No, wait. No, because once the photos, because they act as photos. When you bring the page back in, then they become photos. But yes, you could journal on the Project Life card. And I did do that one time. I did do it that way so that the fonts would match. Exactly. So what I did was journal in the Project Life app. And then I exported it with the journaling on it, saved it as a JPEG, and then brought it back in. And I can show you that too, because seeing is way better for understanding than just hearing. So let me move over and we'll do that. Okay, let me find that same, we need to square off the corners first, and then I'm going to use that same template again, just because I know what I need to do and I don't have to try and make it up on the fly. Okay. So with this template selected, we're going to go ahead and thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. Thank you, Teresa, also. Thank you so much. Nice comment saying that they love this and that they love watching me be able to do it. So thank you for being here and thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. We're just going to tap on the photo icon right up there, and then we're going to go into the camera roll and select this first photo. And then I'm going to exit out of that, and up in the left-hand corner here. And this is where, okay, this is where I think it was someone suggested, was it Julie or Natalie? Yeah, Natalie suggested to rotate. So this is where you could do this, and it really would make it a lot easier, because then as you're working on this, the images will turn right side up, and I'll show you that. So swipe up from the bottom, tap on that little lock icon. When it's red, it's on. And then I'm going to switch over to my camera again so you can see this. Whoopsie. Once I get it lined up, then you can see it. Okay, here we go. Okay, so it's locked, so I can take it and rotate it this way. That's the right way, correct? So this is the way that it's imported. But if I turn my template up, or my iPad upside down, and then go ahead and rotate this image by tapping on it, you can see hopefully what I'm doing over there in the screen. By tapping on it, tapping on the photo editing icon, and then tapping on rotate down here on the bottom until it's the right direction. By having my iPad turned this direction, then I know that everything's the right way when it's right side up. See? Hopefully that makes sense. So then you can see that we're building this page so that it looks like that. And I just turned it upside down. But I'm going to continue building it this way, because that's the way that that's the only way I can do it on the screen and show you the demonstration. Okay, so we're going to add another image. So we just go into and tap on that card and go ahead and tap on the photo icon. And like I said before, these are some cards that I bought from the-lilypad.com. They're Project Mouse cards. If you just did a search in there, you'd be able to find them. And let's see, up in that corner is a picture of the airplane wing. And so then we're going to tap on that photo, tap on the editing icon, and tap rotate until it is turned 180 degrees. And then we'll just tap on the white space here to zoom out. And I'm going to slow down for just a second to see if there are any questions, as I'm at this point right here. I know the whole rotating the tablet thing is confusing, so if that part confused you, it's either going to help you or confuse you. I don't know that there's going to be much middle ground with that one. So if it caused you more confusion, just ignore that. Sorry, I needed a drink. My throat is super dry. Yeah, April, I'm a visual learner too. Totally. Okay, this bottom orange photo spot is going to be the top of our page. So I'll tap the photo icon, and the image that was in there is this one. And this is actually a 4x6 card that I've put in that spot because I just wanted to have that text right there. So I tapped on the image editing icon. Let's do it again right there in the upper left corner. And then rotate. Tap on the rotate until it is the right direction. And we'll do it again with the next spot. Tap on the photo icon. Tap on the editing, image editing, and then just rotate again. And zoom out. This spot, I believe, was another photo. Yeah, the photo of my kids on the plane. And we'll rotate again so that it's upside down. And let's pause again right here so we can see what our page is starting to look like with everything upside down. And then we'll go in and add the last card, which is this one right here. And let's zoom out again so that you can see how that looks. So that's the one card that's right side up. And then tap on image editing in the upper left and rotate again. Okay, I'll go ahead and export again so that you can see that and then see how I get it turned the right way once I export. So we'll tap on the export icon in the bottom right hand corner. Okay, how am I getting a 4x6 card into a 3x4 space? Aubrey is asking. You were trying to do that yesterday and you didn't have any luck. Okay, these are cards that I purchased outside of the Project Life app. And so they act as a photo, and this card was 4 inches on the top and 6 inches along the side. And so let me go back into that. You can see I can move it up and down. And so I just kind of centered that and it works. So it doesn't work in the Project Life app. Those cards that you purchase within the Project Life app, you can't put a 4x6 card in a 3x4 spot unless, and there's a little bit of a workaround for that. Let me show you how to export, and then I can show you these couple of workarounds that we've been talking about. So exporting this, but don't let me forget because my memory is so bad and I'm not writing it down that I'll have to scroll back through. So tap on export, and then like I said before, I always export 12x12 no matter what. And then save image. And then we'll go back to my Photos app, and here it is right here. So then we'll tap on the editing icon in, let's see, the upper right hand corner. And then we're going to tap on the rotate and crop icon, and you can see it's highlighted there right now. And then on the left hand side we have that rotate icon. We're just going to tap on that until it is the right direction. Okay, let's go back into the Project Life app, and I will show you. Let's add, oh, there's a notification for my mother. Yes, we're done editing this page. Okay, so we're going to turn on Do Not Disturb. Hi, Mom, I'm busy. Okay. So if you wanted to use a Project Life card that you wanted to do journaling on and then bring into the app, you could do that by just doing it on the page, or you could come into the collage portion of the app, which is that orange quadrant on the left-hand side. And I'll go ahead and add a journaling card here by just tapping on one of those icons. And actually, if I'm going to bring it into that other collage, let's change. By tapping in the upper left-hand corner, I'm going to change directions. And we're going to do this 4x6 right here. And so we'll tap on that, just any one of them, it doesn't matter. And then tap on the Project Life card. And we need to bring in a Project Life card. It's bothering me that they're not coordinated. I'm sorry. Okay, so we will bring in one of these cards right here. That sort of goes a little bit. And type some stuff right here. And then go ahead, and you don't need to fill both sides. You absolutely can fill both sides, but it will export just fine. We'll tap on the export icon, export. It's incomplete, and we'll say, yeah, we still want it to export, even though it's not done. Save the image. Exit out of this, and yes, we're done. And then go into the library, and I'll pull up this page that we just finished and tap on one of these photos right here to replace it. And so now, since we exported that as an image, we do need to, hey Becky, good to see you. Wow, blast from the past, how fun. Okay, we're going to tap on the image and then go into the camera roll and select that card that we just exported. So now we can see that that has the journaling on it, and we'll just do the same thing, rotate it, move it down. There you go. And so that is one way that you could get journaling in there if you wanted to match the fonts exactly, or if you wanted to use the Project Life cards with journaling on them. That is one way that you could do it. Okay, now to answer Aubrey's question about how you can get I know, maybe we should do like a group. Julie is saying, oh my gosh, I need you to be sitting next to me when I do this. We maybe should do some kind of a group crop sometime where we can all get in a chat room and be able to, and I can be there to answer questions. But yeah, try it, and then if you have questions, jump in here with them for sure. Okay, so a 4x6 card into a 3x4 spot. How we would do that in the Project Life app is, here's my 4x6 spot, and I'm going to tap on the Project Life card and come in and select one of these right here. We'll do this one and add that one. Okay, so now say I want to move that to one of these 4x6 or 3x4, sorry, spots. We're going to just tap and drag it and drop it over to that spot, and it will fit and it will work. But that's the only way to do it. And then the opposite is true. You can go in here and add a smaller card. Let's see what would look okay in there. We'll do this one right here. And then tap and hold and move it over to the 4x6 spot. And then we can add it. Because it is a spot that has the journaling capability or feature added to it, we can't rotate it. So if we wanted to have one that we could rotate, then we would just add one that didn't have journaling. Take it, hold it, tap and hold, and then you can drag, drop, and then we should have the rotate feature here. There you go. Julie says she'll host it from her house. Sure, let's all head to Julie's house. Okay, any questions? Let me know how you're doing. Thumbs up or hearts if you're doing okay, if you're understanding everything. If you have any other questions, go ahead and type those in there. I'm watching closely. So, okay, Amber has a hint to share. She says, hint for others, if you want to be able to flip your phone. Yeah, we went over that a little bit earlier, and I showed how to lock and rotate. Yeah, so it is a really good tip. I think you have to do that one in order to understand it, because it's confusing to try and explain it. I did show it here a little bit ago, how to lock the orientation of your screen so that you can turn it and then create your page so that when the images first come in, they're upside down, and then you rotate them to be in the correct direction. So yeah, perfect tip, great tip. Thank you, all of that, because I didn't think of sharing that earlier, and so I'm grateful for you guys for popping in and sharing that tip so that everybody can benefit from it. I'm like slinking down here. There we go. Now my little graphic isn't covering my face. Okay. I would love a flip through of your Disney photo books. Okay, April, I actually have one that I've posted, and I've posted it on Instagram. I've also posted it on the Capturing Magic website, so capturingmagic.me. And I think it's right there on the front page, actually, a video of the flip through. And then I've posted it on the Capturing Magic YouTube channel and the Capturing Magic Facebook group as well. So, not Facebook group, but the Capturing Magic Facebook page. And on the Capturing Magic Facebook page, it's actually there in my header, the video of the flip through, if you want to go look at it. It's fast, it's a little bit fast, but if you want something slower with individual pages, I can do that, because I've sped that up so that I'd be able to post it on Instagram, because you only have so much time on Instagram, I think a minute. And so I sped it up so that it would fit within that time frame. But we could do a slower one. Also, a bunch of my pages, actually all of the pages that are in that book, if you go to capturingmagic.me and scroll down, there's sample pages by people that contribute to our Flickr group. And if you click on those, it should pull up the Flickr group, and all of my pages are in there. And they shouldn't be too far back because I just added them not too long ago. So that would help you out there and give you some ideas for Disney pages. They're super fun, and on that site as well, capturingmagic.me, there's tons of information on how you can use free Disney downloads in your Project Life app, books, and pages. Super fun. Okay, do we have any other questions? Let's see. Becky, do I have a video on how you import kits from other websites and import them into Project Life? Yes, let me see if I've got anything free. So, no, that's part of my class. So the Heart of Photo Fabulous class, I go over where you can buy kits from, and then where you can save them and how you can bring them from like Dropbox or different cloud locations like that, and then bring them back onto your phone to use. But I don't think I've posted that anywhere for free. You just treat them like photos. And in the Project Life app, you can also, doorbell, I think it's Amazon. I ordered some stuff, fairly certain. If my doorbell rings, it's Amazon for sure. You guys are getting to see my real life right here. Backstage, real life. Okay, so, yeah, okay, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, okay, bring them in like photos. So from the Project Life app, let me show you actually real quick. If you go in and you want to add a photo, let me switch over to this other view. You can add a photo, and then right here you can see that there's the Dropbox option. And so you can add them right from there. You do have to log in and link it and all of that stuff. You also have other iCloud locations. iCloud Drive is a great one because you can see they have great size thumbnails here for iCloud Drive. I love using iCloud Drive, and this is actually an update that I'm going to do for the Heart of Photo Fabulous class, including iCloud Drive, using it to transfer images and stuff. I really like iCloud Drive for transferring stuff. I don't use it as storage, and I want to make that clear because I don't trust Apple with storing my stuff that I love and care about and don't want to lose, i.e. photos. Just because they keep transferring who's in charge of that department, they keep moving the department around, they keep changing the name, they can't figure it out. So until they have a longer track record of loving iCloud and caring about it enough to keep it with somebody who's really going to take care of it and not be multitasking on tons of other stuff. When we were watching the last Apple Summit thing, I made a comment that one of the people that presented, he used to be over iCloud, and he's not over iCloud anymore. He's over one of the new things. So, yeah, I think when they put somebody that's in charge of it, that's just over iCloud and Drive, then I will be a lot more willing to trust them with my data. I do use iCloud. I pay for iCloud storage. I wouldn't go without it, but it's not my only solution because I just don't trust it. And I've had bad experiences where if iCloud would have been my only backup, I would have lost everything. But luckily I had all of my photos automatically syncing to Dropbox at that time. This was in 2011 or 2012, I think. 2012. Yeah. But it's confusing and it's hard to figure out. And so, yeah, they have some work to do. Anyway, that was a long little sideline thing. Sorry about that. I love to use it to transfer stuff. And you can see right here, I've exported a Project Life page into iCloud Drive. And you can actually, I think it's this actual page, you can tap on it. Oh, we'll do that in a minute, actually. When you're in, you can just go into iCloud Drive and tap on it, and then it'll ask you if you want to open it in Project Life, and you're set to go. So, but if I have other images in here that I want to add, I can do that from here as well. And then I think from here also, we're going to go check and see, test something out. Tap on locations and see what happens. You can go to Dropbox there or iCloud Drive. And I think those are the only ones. I guess Google Drive as well. But Google Drive, I don't like to use directly in the Project Life app because you can't see image icons. It's just the file name, which is lame, super lame. But with Dropbox, we probably... Okay, it's not connected, and I actually, right as I tapped it, I went, maybe we don't want to do that. I've got a lot of important documents and stuff in Dropbox that I might not want people to see. So here we go. Yeah, so then you can add photos that way. You can also transfer the photos back onto your device and then be able to use them just as photos in the Project Life app. So those are a couple of different options for you. If that's helpful, I hope that that's helpful. Welcome back to Digital, Becky. This is my new thing. It's all in the apps now, all on your phone. And as people that are here can tell you, you get stuff done way, way faster. It's incredible. Okay, let's see. April, do you have a question here? Let me look. Yes, it was fast. Okay, she's saying that she saw that flip through, but it was fast. Yeah, so go look at those pages, and that should be helpful for you. She said that we just did our first Disney trip this year and upgraded to annual passes. Oh, it's addicting, isn't it? Yay for your first Disney trip and annual passes. It's the best. And yes, you're welcome, Becky. Good to see you. Really good to see you. Okay. Anyone else? Any other questions? Are you good? Give me some thumbs up if you're good. Sometimes I wish I could hear you guys too. If we could switch over to your video. That would be fun. But maybe you guys wouldn't come if you were worried about me switching over to your video. Okay, I'll give it a couple more seconds to catch up because there is a delay on Facebook Live so that I know if you have any questions or not. Okay, so one more note, just again on Android, you can flip images. So any cards that you bring in through as photos, you'll be able to flip and rotate. So if you have Project Life cards that you want to use and be able to flip and rotate, just go ahead and use that collage feature like I showed earlier and export those and then bring them back in as a picture, and then you'll be able to rotate them. It's extra taps, but it really only takes a few extra seconds, maybe an extra minute or so is all it takes for that. So, but yeah, this is, other than that, you can rotate the photo images on Android the exact same way that you do on iOS. The only difference is that you don't have the option to rotate the Project Life cards, only photos within that photo editing icon that you tap. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for being here. I don't see any other questions that have come through unless I need to refresh again. But I think we're good. And hopefully, here's a little secret too. I always, not only do I have technical difficulties, but I have super embarrassing things happen to me when I do live stuff. So there was a while ago that I did a live, and when I got done, my daughter was like, "Mom, you have lipstick all over your teeth." So probably I'm betting maybe I'm going to have something like that when I come back and watch it later, just because it's my life. That's how things go for me. It is a one-man show here. It's just me, and this is real life. So you get the good, the bad, and the ugly around here. And thankfully, all of you are okay with that, especially when we're doing live. The classes, it's different because I can edit those, but you're welcome, Julie. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it so much. And we'll do it again sometime because quite a few of you showed up. So we'll do it another time. And I would love to be able to do lives weekly. That's my goal, is to do a Facebook Live once a week with tips, tricks, and tutorials. And hopefully, if you have something specific that you want to learn, either drop me a comment here in this post or send me a message on Facebook or send me an email, whatever works best for you, if there's something specific that you're wondering about and wish you could learn. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.